This is a public hearing open to the public on ordinance roads, uniform service charge in Chapter 22, Roads and Bridges, Article 1 in the Code of Ordinances of Saluda County, South Carolina. This ordinance is to repeal the $25 road maintenance fee to be effective beginning with January 2021 on vehicle property tax renewals and every wheeled and titled vehicle required to be registered and licensed in Saluda County by the South Carolina Department of Transportation, purchased after December the 31st, 2020. At this time, we will, Mr. J.W. Atkinson, if you would approach the microphone, Mr. Atkinson.
I hope y'all don't mind. I have to pull this mask down. I can't really talk through them, can't hear through them either. In any case, it was almost exactly a year ago that we had the public hearing on passing this ordinance. And I got up and presented my reasons why I didn't think it should be done. And it caused me to run for the council in the first place. And now you're doing my work for me before I even start. But I really appreciate you giving it your thought and your prayers and your considerations, and we'll go on to bigger and better things. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Atkinson. At this time, Reverend Doris Hicks, I couldn't see you behind the podium, Reverend, if you would come to the microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening to each of you, and respectfully I address the chair. And I want to say that we are very proud of our county council leadership, and I think you're doing a very good job. At the same time, I stand with my fellow citizen here that I too think it is a very poor idea to tax us with this ordinance. And so I stand to say that I am too not in agreement with this. And I'm hoping that you all, intelligent people, will come up with another way to finance whatever needs financing without taxing us, the taxpayers, the vehicle drivers in this county. I think it's a hardship, particularly on senior citizens, as I am one, and unemployed people. Well, it's just a hardship. And so I'm just here to appeal to you to reconsider. Mr. Jerry Strawbridge, I was very impressed with your article in the newspaper and responded to it. And I agree with you that we as a county should live within our budget, do the best that we can, as all citizens are required to do. Our income does not increase. Many of us, we're on what they call a fixed income, and to add an extra financial burden is very difficult for survival. When you have to choose between food, medicine, and other things, life gets difficult. So I'm just asking you to do what you're doing. Consider the effects of this charge on the citizens of Saluda County. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Reverend Hicks. Council really appreciates your comments. Thank you very much. You don't have it? Okay. Anybody else have anything? At this time, the chair will close the public hearing. We are now closed. Thank you so much for coming. Reverend Hicks.
Sir.
Councilman Jack Atkinson, thank you so much. Don't run off, Reverend Hicks. I want to speak to you a little bit before you leave, please, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, I closed it. I didn't adjourn it. I'm sorry. Thank you, ma'am. That's why you're sitting there. This public hearing is now